Hey, what's up? How you doing? This is Diosnedy and welcome to my channel. Welcome to this video. If you clicked on this video, you probably or likely are searching or looking for more information on Zmartbit, the revolutionary and industry-breaking technology in Bitcoin. So look, stay tuned for this video and watch this entire video where I'm going to talk to you about Zmartbit, give my personal review of Zmartbit, and also give you a little tour of the back office, a lot of the new tools that they've added here in 2020. So stay tuned to this video and let's start it. So welcome back. How you all doing? So look, you're here obviously because you want to learn about Zmartbit. So let's get into the nitty gritty. First, I want to tell you a story about how I got to Zmartbit, how it was presented to me, why I got started with Zmartbit. So a very influential business partner of mine, a marketer who's been in the industry for many years, several more years than I have been in the industry, realistically hit me up, told me about this amazing opportunity. But look, guys, we've all heard that. Every single one of you girls, guys watching this video, if you're in the internet marketing business, the network marketing business, you know, the make money from home business, the business opportunity realm that we live in, you've all heard that. You've all heard that. And I'll be very, very honest with you. When I first got the call and got the notice about a new crypto or new Bitcoin thing, immediately the skepticism rose because if you've been doing this for a while, you probably have seen and fallen into lots of traps or scams when it comes to Bitcoin and business opportunities. The majority of them, in all reality, all the ones I've been a part of, with the exception of just one, because I knew the owner hand in hand personally, one off, they've all pretty much have been something that's been out for a few months and then they just crash. Realistically, folks, let's call it for what it is. They've all been nothing more than a Ponzi scheme. That's what they've been. Regardless of whether they did have something that was working, they were just paying off of new investments. They offered no type of products or services or anything like that. So, you know, when I was shown this, I kind of like put it to the back burner. I didn't really follow up too much with it. But then I started getting more phone calls from other business partners, other influential marketers, and seeing a lot of them start to position themselves and get into them. And look, if there's anything you can learn from subscribing to my channel, which I highly recommend it, if you're in the make money from home realm, if you're in network marketing, affiliate marketing, anything where you want to make extra money, whether as a side when you first get started, because you're going to need your full-time or part-time job when you first get started. Eventually, you will be able to get rid of your job and then go into this full-time like I am now. But when you come into this realm, you're gonna run into a lot of business partners, a lot of other marketers, and you know, you'll learn that one of the keys to your success in any of these different business opportunities out there are two things that I call very, very crucial. A mentorship and a coach and someone who can point you in the right direction is always going to be number one. You've got to have someone on your side, someone who's working with you, someone who's pointing you in the right direction, someone who's coaching you correctly. But the other two things are just as important, and that's timing and positioning. The timing and positioning that you start in any sort of network marketing business or anything in all reality, you know, because if I go back to my corporate world when I used to work a normal 9 to 5, and I thought, you know, if I would have waited 2 more years to start at a new enterprise or a new company, what would that look like differently for me? Or if I would have started a week later, would I have not gotten the position I first started in? Or if I would have not interviewed for this? So, you know, time and position is crucial in everything, but more importantly in this industry, because the sooner you're able to get started and the higher you are in positioning, if it's like a multi-level marketing kind of businesses where you're paid on multiple levels, which is awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people, you know, start looking at pyramids and start calling things pyramid schemes and scams and this and that. And then, you know, when I ask them, well, what do you do for a living? And they tell me they're a delivery driver at a company or they're a manager somewhere. I always tell them, well, okay, so you work for a corporation or an entity? Okay, well, you're part of a pyramid scheme. We're in a pyramid in everything we go on. And I'm not going to go talk too much about pyramids because everything is a pyramid. In the animal world and the living world, we're on top of the pyramids as humans. But that's for another video. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about pyramids and schemes and scams, what people call scams or Ponzi schemes, Ponzi scams. Those are scams. pyramids does not necessarily mean it's a scam. But you got to be careful though. There are a lot of them out there that are scams. But at the end of the day, you know, going back to this business, when I got started, I got the phone call. I started to see a lot of conversations going on with other leaders, and I told myself I got to get started fast so I can get positioned where I have a lot of those people who I know on my team directly or somewhere in my downline. So that's how it happened. That's how I got started. That's how I got going. Thankfully, I saw a lot of great and instant results from when I got started in November 2019. So, you know, that was the first calling on to why to get started. But then I started to actually see what Zmartbit was. And the very first thing that caught my eyes, that I couldn't believe it because I've never seen this. Even to this day, now that we're into the first quarter of 2020, I've never seen any crypto or any business, actually any business. I don't care whether it's a business that pays you in fiat or in crypto. I've never seen any business that pays you instantly. Meaning that when you work hard and you make a sale and you go out there and sell memberships or licenses or products or services, you get paid instantly. I'm not talking about waiting till next Friday like some of the business I'm a part of, or waiting until the 15th of the month like other affiliate products I'm a part of, or waiting till the 30th of the month. We've all been there. If you've been in the industry, you know how it works. Or even at your job, you have to wait till the pay cycle ends and then get the pay on whatever day the pay banks go out, whether it's on a Friday, whether it's twice a month, whatever your pay cycles is at your job. We've all been there. But in Zmartbit, the thing that absolutely caught my eyes was seeing instant Bitcoin payments to my digital wallet, meaning that I can go into my Exodus app right here on my cell phone and I get the notification that I've gotten paid instantly. I'm talking about as soon as someone signs up, purchases Zmartbit, buys a license directly through me, I'm instantly paid out. Actually, not just me. Now with the change of the comp plan, they've enhanced the comp plan. There are actually 6 people who get instantly paid out. So what they do is they break it up in those 6 levels and all 6 of us get a payment. So for example, if I make a sale, I get paid my 50% of those commissions, and then the other 5 levels above me are gonna each get anywhere from $20 to $40 depending on the level that they're getting paid. That's huge. And I'm not talking about next week, at the beginning of next week, at the end of the month, or the middle of the month. I'm talking about instantly to our wallets, instantly to our digital wallets, whether it's on your cell phone, whether it's a hard wallet on your laptop or desktop, whether it's a Trezor wallet or a USB hardware wallet. It's instantly in there. Just takes a few minutes or a few hours depending on the blockchain. It still has to go through the blockchain confirmations, but as soon as it gets one confirmation, everyone gets their Bitcoin dispersed to them equally. And that's something disruptive. Actually, down in the description field, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to a YouTube video where when I got started in November, we kind of took the cameras and started filming each other and showing how 2 people were instantly paid for someone joining. Back in November, before February now of 2020, they actually had the previous comp plan where it was just 50% off of 2 levels. Now they've actually compressed that, actually expanded on that, and now 6 levels are paid out, which is huge when you start building teams and working in teams and leveraging the business with the team building aspect of it. So that was huge. That also was disruptive and revolutionary because that's something I've never seen. Other businesses that I'm a part of, whether it's in crypto or other aspects of it, they get paid first. Affiliates, as the hard workers that we are, we get paid later. So there's no telling what could happen. The company can make poor choices, poor decisions, get shut down, whatever the reason for, and that's it. Once they shut down, they take away their website, and you get that error that we've all seen if you've been in the, especially in the crypto market for the past 3 or 4 years. You've seen that error message where you freak out and you're now nervous because you dumped your life savings, or who knows, you know, put so much, max out credit cards, gotten loans, and got into these businesses, and now they're gone. Well, the thing here in Zmartbit is you're paid instantly. I never want to say there's no risk, because there's risk in everything we do in life. When we wake up, there's a risk that you might not go back to bed at the end of the night when you're ready to go back to bed. That's life. Life is a risk every single day. So again, this is my no chance given any sort of guarantees. Actually, on any of the videos on my YouTube channel or any of my websites or any of the business I promote, I always tell people that individual results varies and there's no guarantee any money's going to be made, because I have no idea who you are watching this video right now. I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of. I know what I'm able to do, but I have no idea what any of you watching right now is capable of doing. I know what you can be capable of, but I have no idea of what you will be capable of doing yourself and what you're going to stop doing to be a successful here. So, the disruptive revolution in technology, it's just crazy. I've never seen that. Instant payments is ridiculous. No one else can tell me they have a business where you're paid instantly when you make sales. The other thing that caught my attention huge was Bitcoin, guys. I mean, Bitcoin is revolutionary. It's so disruptive. It's making governments and banks angry, which isn't a good or a bad thing. I mean, it's kind of in the middle. Bitcoin is still in a realm, in a world that still needs a lot of governments and banks to really associate with itself. It's growing, it's getting better, but it's still huge because it's peer-to-peer. It's decentralized. Decentralization is everything. As human beings, that's what we all want, is to be decentralized and not be held back by a company, government, organization, or anyone to the limits of what we can do with our very own finances, our own money. So because it's Bitcoin, that's huge. And then for those of you, if you're watching this video right now in the early part of 2020, we know, those of you who understand Bitcoin and what's happening, we have another halving going on. There was the first one back in 2012, the second one in 2016, and now the third one here in 2020. The halving, I'm not going to go through an entire Bitcoin tutorial, but it just means that the amount of Bitcoin that are rewarded to the Bitcoin miners is going to be split in half. Meaning that if they used to earn 12 or 13 Bitcoins by mining Bitcoin, that's going to be cut in half. And it'll continue to happen every 4 years until I think the year 2100 or 2200, when there's no more Bitcoin that can be made. That's it. All the Bitcoins have been done, because there is a limit of Bitcoins that's going to ever be out in supply or out in control in the market. That's it. Once it hits that number, you can't quote me on the exact number. I think it's like 20-some million Bitcoins. I don't know the actual number, so I apologize for that. But eventually, no more Bitcoins will ever be made, mined, or that's it. What's out there, it's out there. And there are thousands of Bitcoins that are disrupted, lost, gone, destroyed because of either hardware or desktop, people not knowing how to use it, where to store it, and it's gone forever. So you got to think of it, it's an asset. And as the demand continues to grow, which we see year after year, and the supplies gets lower and lower, well, what's the natural thing that'll happen? Supply up, demand up. I'm sorry, supply down, demand up. Typically what that means is price is going to go up because lots of people want it and there's less out there for the market. Something different that the dollar can't do for those of us here in the US or who use dollars on a daily basis. The USA can at any time decide, you know what, let's go out and print out 100 million new bills. What does that do to the current bills? It drops the value of the current bills. So that's one of the things that the supposed creator of Bitcoin is the reason why he created the entire system, the blockchain, the Bitcoin, is for that reason, because he sees it as the replacement of fiat or normal currency as we know it today. So that was a huge business. And lastly, the other thing that got me to start Zmartbit, aside from those 3 or 4 topics that I've already said, it's look, at the end of the day, I've been a part of multiple cryptocurrency businesses in the last 3 years, 3 to 4 years. In the last, actually 2 to 3 years. In the last 2, going to 3 years, I've been a part of multiple cryptocurrency businesses. With the exception of just one, I have pretty much lost Bitcoin in all the ones I've been a part of. Zmartbit is the first business where I got started for just a very small amount, a very affordable amount for anyone worldwide. I got started, and I was already in profit within my first few days, and still in profit into today, because as you start climbing up the packages and the levels, you start investing from your earnings. It takes a percentage into savings, stores it away so that you can go up into the higher levels and start cashing out the bigger compensation or bonuses of the commission plan. So, those are the reasons why I got started in Zmartbit. Those are the reasons why I absolutely love Zmartbit. And now in 2020, now that they've officially launched worldwide, they did a USA launch in Las Vegas. I believe that was like January 28th. And then a week later, I believe either February 4th or 6th, they did the worldwide launch in Mexico, in Mexico City. No, I'm sorry, in Cancun. And they did the Latin American launch there in Mexico. So they've done the US launch, the Latin American launch. There's going to be more launches in other parts of the world as well. There's a huge team out in Africa. There's teams growing in Europe and so forth. What I can personally tell you is I've seen people already positive and winning and earning from Zmartbit. And now that 2020 came around, they've officially launched thanks to the events that they've done. They've also, what they've done is they've enhanced and improved the system, the back office. When I got started in November, it was still very shaky and shady. The only reason I got jumped on, like I said, there was a lot of influencer business partners of mine jumping in, and I said I had to take a position. I had to get started. It's only a couple $100. There's no reason why not to get started. And I'm happy I did, because today I'm in such an amazing position thanks to that decision. But what I'll tell you is, in November when I got started, 2019, there weren't any products. There weren't any marketplace. There wasn't any system. There was nothing. It was literally just maybe a few training videos. They were all in Spanish. And that's basically about it. But because of the ownership, the conference calls we would jump on, all the conversations we had with them, a lot of the other leaders, including myself, I saw the communication and what the vision and the plan is for Zmartbit going into the future. I'm not going to go too far into that heavily, but what I can tell you already, it's only been less than 4 months at its launch. Already there's a full marketing system in Spanish, English, and Portuguese. There's an entire marketplace for different courses, and there's going to be more and more products added as well, and several other platforms already put into the back office. And they've enhanced the compensation plan to really make sense for the business, where they're paying on multiple levels, 6 levels to be exact, where you're earning off of your efforts as well as your team efforts, which helps duplication and helps earnings. So with that, I'm just going to take a few minutes and going to take you over to my screen so I can actually share with you and show you what you get within Zmartbit right now at the time of this recording. I will tell you right now that there's going to be more and more things added on as the weeks and months go by, because there's a big vision for Zmartbit. I'm sorry. There's a big vision for Zmartbit. I'm not going to go too far depth in it, but I'll just tell you think of Amazon. Amazon is a beast in e-commerce. We all know that. However, the reality of it is most of us don't really monetize Amazon. What I mean by that is you probably found, this little, let's say this USB tool that's an SD card, mini SD card, micro, and it's a USB where you can connect it to USB. You found that on Amazon, it works well with you, and you tell a few friends, a few family members. Well, the reality is most of you don't get paid anything for that. And if you didn't know, the average person, the average Prime person of Amazon typically spends $3,000 to $5,000 a year. Well, if you share any products or anything on Amazon, if you don't have your affiliate links, you don't understand the Amazon associates, well, you realistically don't make any money. Well, in Zmartbit, the long-term vision, which is in the works, is to add an entire marketplace into Zmartbit. So think about this. Think if you had devices like this, your keyboard, your mouse, your laptop, your cameras, whatever it is, you have all these devices and you share it with people. They go in there and buy it, and you get paid on multiple levels based on the Zmartbit comp plan. That's the vision, and that's what's coming to Zmartbit. So that's enough on the vision. That's enough on why I got started, my review of Zmartbit. Now I just want to take you over to my laptop, actually show you the back office, show you the iDuply marketing system, share with you the trainings that they have in there, as well as share with you the marketplace and what's going to be going in there in the future as we keep going on into this amazing endeavor. So let's go over to my computer and show you what I got to share with you on there. Okay, so here we are in my Zmartbit back office, and I'll give you just a few pointers. I mean, this is my deposit. This is what's been paid out to me right here. Pending deposits, this is the amount of money that's pending. So I'm eligible to upgrade to the next level. So currently I'm at green. I can go to yellow. I just have to pay the amount to go to yellow. So what they do is they hold all your commissions, and there's also a savings amount. So this is my pending deposits. It's not being paid out because it's basically forcing me to upgrade to the next level, which makes sense because you want your entire team upgrading each level as everyone's building, everyone's growing. That's the way you earn the bigger bucks, by going up to higher levels. Savings balance, every time that you get paid, there's a percentage. I believe it's 10%. There's a percentage of the amount that's held for savings for the same reason, so that when it's time to upgrade, like in my example, right now to upgrade, I would have to, I think it's like $400 and some dollars I have to send. So that means I would only have to send $500 is what I need to send. So in this example, I only need to send $404 because there's already $106. So out of my pocket, I only have to send $400, but I've already been paid out more of it. It's just it's not here on held for the balance. So pending balance, savings balance will go towards my upgrade. these are the amounts of transactions I've personally have myself, and the amount of licenses I've sold myself directly to. So, down here you can see my income, the different people who've joined. For security reasons, there's some of the information on this screen is obviously hidden, to protect personal people's information. But here's the income, purchases. This just shows the purchases I've made. So when I first joined, you can look at the date right here. When I first got started, November 15th, I initiated and started at $260. That's how much you start. And then a couple days later, I spent $185 so that I can go ahead and upgrade to green. So I can go to the green level and earn more money. So as you can see, I spent $185, $260, and I've already been paid $1,400. So that tells you $300, just under $500 is what I've spent, and I've been paid out just over $1,400. And there's $106 pending as well that's going to go towards my upgrade. So now, here in February, where we currently are, I can upgrade for $43.75 minus the amount I have here pending and savings. So that's where my upgrade is. I can sell more licenses. You have 4 licenses you can sell. Once you sell all of your 4 personal licenses, the system will automatically bill you $50. I believe it's $50, and it will give you 2 more licenses to sell. And it just keeps going in those intervals. Bills you $50. You have 2 more licenses to sell, and you can keep selling to infinity. So you can build as wide as you want. Obviously, helping out your team is huge. So selling a license, this is where I get my link to sell a license. The university, this is one thing they've been enhancing. These are just the trainings. A lot of the trainings. Here's the pop-up telling me I'm eligible to upgrade. But Crypto University, both in English and Spanish, you can just click on it. It'll take you to the right one. iDuply is the newest system they added here now in 2020, and this is an all-in-one system. You have your control panel, which is a home screen, shows you your leads, hot leads, new clients, lost clients. It's a welcome video showing you how it works. Access this now. You've got pages, high converting capture pages and funnels that'll convert for you. This is in English, Spanish, and Portuguese. I haven't even used the selling system much yet, so no leads in there. We've got trainings, from Facebook ads. There's attraction marketing coming, sales funnels are coming, and YouTube marketing is also coming. There's initial messages. So if you're someone who doesn't know how to carry a conversation with anyone on social media, there's just a few messages here that you can use. Some quick answers as well on SMS or email messages that you can use, and then some email templates as well. And your settings, your profile, things like that. Like I said, you can change this in Portuguese or Spanish. Everything fully converts in both the languages. So that's iDuply, the selling system. The marketplace, that's in the works still, but I'm just going to share with you and show you how it works. So the marketplace is your business center. So you can have courses in here. You'll have tools in here. You'll have discounts from various retailers out there, gift cards, universities, iDuply, the marketing system. So with this, obviously it hasn't fully launched. They're just positioning, getting all the products in there. But what you'll have is when people go into this, and if they buy any of those specific products, courses, trainings, tools, whatever it is from anywhere in here, that'll pay up 6 levels. So think as your team grows, as you build your business and your team's building their business, these products and services, gift cards, discounts, travel's also being added on there. People are going to be buying through their marketplace. When they buy through their marketplace, it's going to pay on up, and also in Bitcoin. So that's basically the business center there. We'll go back home and then kind of show you how the downline works. So I can scroll down here. Let me exit out of this. I can scroll down here and click on View Network. When I click on View Network, it'll show me up in the top. And then so far, I've only brought in 2 people. I've got one person on my right, one person on my left, and then each of these 2 people have their people. So Emmanuel here has 2 people. This one's also got 2 people. I've got this one on my right side. He's got nobody, but this guy in the middle has 2 connections. This person here on the right has 2 connections. I can click on these, and as you can see, there's some high level. We got greens, yellows. We got blue over here. The higher the color changes means the higher levels they are, meaning that they're earning at a higher amount for each time their team members make a sale. And as you can see, I'm not going to click through all these, but as you can see, it goes deep. And the best thing about this is, I guess this is the way I can show you, is this pays out on 6 levels. So this is my first level right here. My personals is my first level. My second level is right here where I have these guys right here. Result, I've got all these guys here in my second level. My third level is right here where Mr. X is. I've got these guys here, these guys here. Then my fourth level are all these down here. Right there. This is my fifth level. These right down here. And then I can click on each one of these. And these are my sixth level. So all of these are my sixth level. So when I go back to talking to you about timing and positioning, that's why that is so important and crucial. Because if I didn't make the decision to jump in on time, or when I got started, well, just look at the situation. Here's me. Here's my first level, second level, third level. These are fourth level guys right here, fifth level, and sixth level. All these people here are not all from my own personal efforts, but there are probably over 30 or 40 people here just on 6 levels right now. That's 30, 40, 50 people, let's say, just right now at the moment we're at. When they're upgrading, they're going up on levels, that's paying me anywhere from $20 to $40 a person for my indirects, for anyone in my second level to sixth level. My personal levels, I make 50% of whatever level they're paying, so that's $250. But the other ones, I'm making anywhere from $20 to $40. Just do the math, do $20 or $40 times, so let's just say 40 people, which is probably where it's at right now. 40 times 20 is what? That's $800. That's $800 that you can make in one day or in a couple days or every single week. So that's the reason why it's crucial to, when you're showing an amazing opportunity, to get started as early as possible. So that's kind of how the downline works, how the back office works, the products that are in there right now. More and more products are going to be added in there. It's only been around for going on its 4th month. So you can just best believe how much more things will be added on there. So let's get back to my screen here on the camera and wrap up this video. So obviously you saw all the amazing tools, resources, the marketplace, and a lot of additional things that are coming within Zmartbit. So that was a little bit of the back office tour. That basically wraps up this video. So again, I talked about why I got started early on in November, you know, what got me intrigued and interested in this, and then obviously now here in 2020 where they've made huge improvements, and this is still just the beginning. There's a lot more things to come within Zmartbit. If you're interested in getting started, again, you know, in this video I was just reviewing it, the decisions, why I got started with it, why it works for me and my team, also the tools and the resources that are available within Zmartbit. If you're interested in getting started, you want to be part of the team, and want to be part of our Facebook group, our chat groups as well, go ahead and click the link. There's going to be a link down in the description field. I told you about the link where I actually have a video, a previous YouTube video showing the exchanges happening at the same time. So when someone gets started, how 2 people were paid. That was in the previous comp plan. Now 6 people get paid when someone joins. But there's going to be a link down in the description that shows that video, as well as a link to get started if you're looking to join my team, get on our team with Zmartbit. We have, I'm part of the largest English-speaking team. There is a huge Latin American team already growing and building. I'm likely also going to share this also in Latin America, as I speak both languages. But I'm part of pretty much the beginning and early stages of the English team worldwide. So if you want to be part of the group, go ahead, click the link down in the description field. And as always, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell because you want to get notifications as I upload additional videos about Zmartbit, additional things, additional ways to make money from home. And with that, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.